Hey everyone, welcome back. So as I promised yesterday, I was going to do a side-by-side comparison of this antique deck that I managed to get off of eBay. It is, I believe, a German version of the Grand Jeu Lenormand, the French deck, from the 1890s. I believe it's 1896. I'm not positive on that. And you will see a lot of similarities as well as a lot of differences. So the person who created this definitely copied the French deck, but he improvised and he deviated in some ways. Like he added his, I'm assuming it's a he. I believe it was August Rief, or I'm probably slaughtering that, but August Rief from Germany, who created this deck. Now, I don't have a box for it. I don't have instructions. I'm probably not going to use it for divination, but it is very much an interesting piece of history. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I'll quickly do a side-by-side comparison, and you guys can see for yourself the similarities and the differences. Now, I will also link the video I made yesterday in the description below, even though it is very much an impromptu kind of video without a tripod. I apologize, but today we're doing better. So one of the main things about this deck is that you can see the main central image, or the main subject, is on the bottom as opposed to being on the top. There are no constellations. The floral insignia or floral emblem is on the top. Sometimes the letters will be different. The geomantic symbols will be different in a lot of cases, not all. And the aces are stars for some reason. But this one here pretty much sticks to the same idea of family. You can see here, that would be an average sized family for the 1800s. And this guy supposedly had 50 daughters. This one is very similar. Oops. Now, if I did not have this deck as a foundation, like if I did not have any knowledge of the Grand Jeu Lenormand, I would not know how to read this at all, especially because there are no instructions. So I can read with this, but a lot of times the artwork is way too different, that the meaning of the card is very confusing to me. So like I said, I'm probably not going to use it for reading, which is good because I don't want to damage this deck. I mean, it's 125 years old at least, I would say. I feel confident saying that because the backs are plain, as you can see, and usually decks from the 1800s are very plain. Not all, but you can see the letters are different here as well. And feel free to pause if you want to look at a card more closely. Maybe I'll try to zoom it in a bit so you can see. Let's see what I can do here. Again, the letters are different, which is no big deal. And like these side images, I would not get the same meaning as in these, which means disagreeable visit and a happy visit. This has nothing to do with visiting as far as I can see. So I think the artist or the creator took liberties here. This one is very similar. And I do see that the artist included some Greek mythology, where, you know, this is Hercules fighting the lion. This card means courage and bravery and respect and popularity, that sort of thing. Kind of like the Six of Wands, right, in tarot. And it's one of the most positive cards in the deck. So here we have a woman reading instead of playing the piano. No biggie. We have a sheep herder. So I don't know if the creator of this deck intended for the zodiac cards to be like, to have significance, you know, like this deck. And here we have a guy, he's fixing clocks instead of just like an older gentleman here who's wise and well-read, experienced. But the feeling of patience is here just because you have to have a lot of patience to fix clocks. Sort of like Father Time. It's kind of like a Father Time feeling. So in that way, he captured the essence. Now this, I want to touch on this. This is about like hitting the jackpot. These are the ladies by the river Pactolus. This has something to do with King Midas, okay? So here, you know, you get this same feeling. This guy is, this is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune type of feeling. And we have the birds on top and the bird below. So bird on top, bird below. But different letters. And this one is about prosperity and material rewards and a work in progress type of thing. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'll go over these real quick now. If you have a question, please leave me a comment below and I will go over any of the cards more in depth. Look, it is the actual Lerna, these little creatures, or this little creature that Hercules is fighting. And we also have the crab by the feet. So this card is spot on. You even have the Asian guy, he's selling, this is about profits, and this is about loaning money. It's hard to tell that that's money, but because of this card, I understand this card. This one is a bit different. Like, this is about strategy, right? I guess this guy is strategizing. He's more like a thief. But different, very different. Okay, so this is about messages. This guy's reading the message, just like I believe that's Argus. He's reading, he is, you know, being indiscreet. He shouldn't be reading that. And this guy is being indiscreet. This guy's being confidential. And Anubis is being confidential. So, very similar. The unplanned pregnancy card. Can't really get too much of that kind of feeling here, though. And this is an interesting one. Twins, right? Castor and Pollux, and we have twins. So, and then the roses are separated. They're not together. just like the palm trees are separated and they stand for solitude. I like that spin. I just wanted to show you guys closer here. We have the guy driving the sun chariot, and this guy's driving just a regular chariot. There's a scorpion involved in both, but this guy did not drop the reins. So the artist missed a detail there, but I guess it could work. So instead of a crocodile with a mongoose, we have a dragon, and we have a falling comet. We have, this is supposed to be a disgruntled couple, like a sketchy sort of couple, disharmonious couple, but I don't know. She's dealing with a snake, so kind of the same meaning, I guess. And this is interesting. This is obviously a card about misfortune. This is Pandora's box. So this is very, I would say, misfortunate here. Instead of a beggar, we have someone who is like hanging from a tree, like the hanged man, like almost like a suicide kind of feeling. We have a woman throwing her arms up, presumably in despair. So same meaning. Very bad card, very negative. This I don't quite understand. I mean, this is about, you know, it's a very positive card. Okay, this guy's giving ambrosia to the gods, and it's about a situation improving. It's also the Aquarius card. So this guy is driving a chariot on the ocean, it looks like. Other than that, very similar images on the top. Okay, and this is very, very similar. This is a sinking ship, just in case you're wondering. So it's the negative, it's the canceled trip, the, you know, misfortune along the way kind of thing. And this is a positive trip, it has the sun. So I thought that was pretty cute. The apple of discord. I don't really see an apple here. I think the artist missed that detail. The creator missed that detail. And instead of a snake, we have, I guess this bird is stealing those little chicks. Not sure what's going on there. I don't think that's the mom. It's supposed to be a very negative image, right? This is very confusing as well, because it's supposed to be someone helping someone, like a surprise gift even. I don't know what's going on here. This guy looks like he's going to get like killed. But there is this guy who is looking like he's going to defend this guy. You got me. Don't know. So perhaps the creator did intend to have the zodiac included, because we do have the bull for Taurus. And so the three fates versus like the sickness card, the illness. Like it's a very negative card. This one is all about sickness, which the three fates is obviously danger of death or illness. But it can also be about other negative things. I don't know what to say about this one. If I didn't know about this, I would have no idea how to read this. And here we actually have a man with hooves. So they did try to emulate Chiron being injured. I don't see an arrow though. Chiron is injured by a poisoned arrow. Here we just have a man, looks like he's having a heart attack. But we do have also this guy, he's chained to this, like this block, looks like, and a hunter. And I touched on this card in the first video. So instead of the Trojan horse, we have two guys on a bridge. The bridge looks like it's incomplete. So negative, right? This guy, he fell off his horse. He's not having a good day. There's a skull instead of the skull and crossbones. So to me, this card represents like very much like misfortune, and it's very almost like a death card. I think of death when I see this, whereas this is supposed to be positive, right? Even though it's a skull and crossbones, it's like a special good luck charm thing. Okay, this is about Thetis giving her son a weapon. It's supposed to be about making mistakes and erroneous action, and so they got that, that's very similar. And then this thing, the guilt shield. But this is like family. This is not about remorse. This does not, it does not give me the same message at all. This is one of my favorite ones, and I'm going to run out of time, but this is the Goddess of Thieves. It's a negative card. It's not favorite because it's negative, but I like how clear it is. And here again, we have a thief. It's just a different interpretation of the same message. So I'm going to run out of time. I'm going to really flip through quickly. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll see you in